Hello, everybody, and welcome to my Dead by Daylight tips and tricks. I guess I don't know. It's more of a tips video. I don't know. This came to my idea. It's like, hey, I'm decent at Dead by Daylight. I thought let's make a tip, like to help people out, because then you can look up other people. But I thought, why not me? Because these are the tips that I find, or the things I do that tend to work more often for me, and they might work for you. So, if you enjoyed what you're going to see, then leave a like and subscribe. And I'm gonna I'm gonna say this at the end of the video as well, of course. But comment down below if you watch all the way through, if these tips actually helped you or not. But anyways, let's get right into it. And first things first, you're gonna want to pick your killer. Now there are many to choose from. There are 5 basic ones, and you have all the other killers that I have bought with my money, besides Legion, because I use the in-game currency, which you'll see that I point that out. But the first basic killers you're going to get are the first 5 killers, which are Trapper, Wraith, Hillbilly, Nurse, and Huntress. Now, what we're going to focus on right now is Legion, the person I play as. Like there, I pointed out that's why I use those credits to buy him instead of going to the store itself, where you can buy Auric cells to get them as well, or you can go on Steam and buy the killers. But the main point is going to be Legion, and all the killers have their own backstories and perks specific to them. Like this perk makes it so within 120 meters of any generator, if more than one person's working on it, I can see them doing it with a yellow aura, because you can already see generators, but that specific one will be highlighted yellow. The I don't know how long I'm staying on this, but the when I move on, I think I was reading it when I was doing this. This is my first time doing a video like this in general. But the second one would be Mad Grit, where if you're carrying a survivor and you strike another one, it makes it so when the person's trying to wiggle, they make it so they stop wiggling in general for 4 seconds, which comes in handy because people try to proximity block you all the time, or me all the time, and I mean I'm good at avoiding it, but this perk would definitely help people out. And the last one's my favorite, which is Iron Maiden, and it helps you open lockers 50% faster, and if someone's in the locker and they leave it, they suffer from exposed, which makes it so they go down 1 hit, and they reveal the location for 4 seconds, which obviously is helpful. And every killer has their own power, which Legion's is Feral Frenzy. Feral Frenzy allows you to run faster than your normal speed, and every time you hit someone, it's called the Feral Slash. It makes you run 0.2 meters faster than what you were before. Now what you can also do, survivors can vault over pallets and windows. You also now gain the ability to do that while Feral Frenzy is active. But there are obviously cons to this, where if you already strike someone with a Feral Slash and you strike the same person, Feral Frenzy will end immediately and you'll be stunned. But other than that, you can see their attributes, which basically all the killers run 4.6 meters per second and have a terror radius of 32 meters. And I guess the height more so affects how well you can see them. If you go Nemesis, super tall, you can see them, but Legion's hard to see, which I guess gives you an advantage. But get that out of the way, let's go to the loadout system. The loadout system is where you can obviously edit anything that you want to, where your add-ons are, your offerings, and your perks that you choose that also will aid you in the during the trial or the match. I have these perks set for Legion because the way I play. I have Deerstalker that lets me see people from 36 meters away. Iron Grasp makes it so people wiggle, they struggle, and they make you move 75% less, and it takes them 12% longer to get out of my grasp, I guess, or it takes them 12% longer to, well, drop them. Iron Maiden I explained, and I explained that one as well. But like I said, also you can see your other stuff, but like I said with the add-ons, they're in tiers, and the pink ones do the best, and and the purple ones do better, the green ones do others, and yellow, and then there's common. It's like a tier thing. I just see him going over it between all of them. But those ones just basically add on to your power that you have, or your killer's power, making it like one of them makes it last, like Feral Frenzy lasts like 2 seconds longer or 10 seconds longer, and other ones make it so you can move faster, like go instead of gaining 0.2 you gain 0.3 or 4, I think. But offerings will help you earn more blood points, which is the stuff you use to buy all this stuff, and allows you to do a bunch of stuff. Like you could kill survivors by your own hand, by the offerings that you have, like if there's one left, or make you go to places that you want to, or maps that you choose. But other than that, that's pretty much it for the Lotus system. So I say we should probably get into the game and show you the in-game tips that I use when I play as my killer Legion. If you're wondering what I mean by killing half of them, I mean by that is killing 2 survivors in general. It doesn't matter what 2 you kill, just get rid of half of them. Because doing that obviously puts you at an advantage, but 2v1, but never kill 3 survivors. And I bet you're wondering why I say that as well. Now, when you kill 3 survivors, a hatch will open up. That hatch allows the last survivor that's remaining to go escape that way, instead of repairing the generators and then opening the exit gates and escaping that way. It's an alternative escape. Now, you as the killer, of course, if you find the hatch before the survivor does, you can close it. But that also makes the exit gates power on, and then you can escape that way. But point is, it's better to kill half of them to make it so the hatch doesn't open up or technically spawn. So when you do this, it gives you, or allows you to keep the upper hand while at the same time not having it, if that also makes any sense. Because it's a 2v1, you're still going up against 2 of them, but it makes it so it doesn't give that last person an opportunity to pull one over you. So without further ado, let's go right to the next tip. The reason why I put 4 and 5 for the tips is because I do both baiting in this whole clip that I'm going to show by hooking this person, and then it looks like I'm just walking away and leaving them alone, when in reality I'm just moving away so I don't lose points, because if you stay too close you lose points to being too close to the survivor while they're hooked. But I'm walking away so they can't, my terror radius doesn't make them stay away from the hook. Now, baiting is really easy, but also difficult because there are people that don't like to work together. The lone wolves are harder than dealing with the people who like to work together, like these 2. This one obviously took the bait and went right after him. This is what I did right after, which would go into the tip of dying state, when I chase both of them. And I put them both in that dying state, and then I hook both of them. And I'll let you see this. Obviously, I don't think I'll talk anymore, besides until the end. But simple, probably the easiest, to be honest, out of all of the tips I'm probably gonna say, is gotta be the last 2 that I just said, baiting and dying state. Only because, remember when I said don't only kill half of them? This is why I said only kill half of them, because once you put one of them in a dying state, which I just did right now, I'm going to leave them alone and try to bait the other person to go help them or heal them. If not, I'm just going to go look for them. I don't think they took the bait in this, so yeah, this was my video on the little tips that I have for new killers. I hope I didn't make it complicated. I didn't try to, or I hope it makes sense, because this is the first time of me ever trying to make something like this with the overlay of like footage in general, because I tried doing this before and failed awfully, and horribly, whatever, however you want to say it. But I won't waste your time anymore, and I'll let the rest of this play out with me winning and getting all 4 kills. So, thank you for listening to me, if you did. Like I said, at the end I might talk, and I'd really appreciate if you follow tip 6, which is like and subscribe. That is if you enjoyed the video. But anyways, be good people. See you guys.